Right then, welcome to Blood on the Box. We are back with another episode, and it's a bit different this week because I was expecting to be talking about the playoffs, but unfortunately they found a nasty bug in the client, and unfortunately I've had to put it back by a week. So we are back again. Everyone else has played loads more games, so obviously the league tables changed slightly. Even I've got in there with my chaos. But I've got a guest with me today whose team is scarier, a lot scarier than mine, and I don't know anybody who wants to play it. The team's called Not Doing Great. Don't let us kid that. He's doing extremely well in fourth place, and it is Nagel. And apparently, all I've been hearing is piling on this, piling on that. I'm glad I haven't played it, but my co-announcer today is Rambo. Now then, Rambo, how are we doing today, buddy?
Oh well, fella, all good, thank you.
Good stuff.
Thanks
now
for having me on.
First thing I'm going to ask you, are you Scottish?
I am kind of all
go.
over the place, to be honest.
There
It's,
you go.
Bit Edinburgh, a bit Borders.
Yeah, there's a lot of Scottish on the Xbox. A lot of Scottish. Me being English and all that, I might have to fear for my safety. But there's a lot of Scottish. There's a lot of Scottish people.
We can't annex England anymore, so we'll annex Microsoft.
Yeah. But how does it feel then? I mean, let's go on to. I don't know how you felt. I mean, everyone's like, yes, we're ready for the playoffs. I've been looking on the Facebook page and everything like that. Like, obviously, Xbox coach going, oh, yes, it's playoff week. And everyone's been, I don't know, gearing ready to go into the knockouts. And all of a sudden, they get the word that actually, I'm sorry, guys, we found an issue. It could be put back a week. How did you feel when you heard that? Did you make any difference? Was you itching to play the playoffs? Did it make any difference? Or?
To be honest, I was looking forward to the playoffs. Like, I think I was second at the time, so I was like, I'm pretty confident I'll get there. The nearest Nurgle's like 45th, so yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah. And then that happened, so it was like, I don't really mind too much. Hopefully I can get some tackle on my team, seeing as it's been criticised by you and Mutt and you and Yoshi about tackle lacking. So it was like, right, I can hopefully get some of that in it, and it's just not panned out that way so far, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's great because I'll go with my guests and it'll be like, this guy needs this guy needs that, and then people take notice and then they'll either die or it won't work, and it's like, Bird, it's your fault that my team, what was like almost unbeatable, is now wrecked because you said I needed.
Yes, my beautiful team is now full of niggles and agility minuses. Wonderful.
Yeah, that's it. You see, that's the way I have to try and win my first championship, is get everyone else beat up. But it's you never trust an Englishman. But saying that, I suppose I'm half Scottish because I am up north, so quite close to Scotland in Yorkshire. So none of them southern
Love
softies.
Yorkshire.
Yeah, none of them southern softies. None of that stuff. But I must admit, obviously, I'd qualified with PS4, although that's a different subject. But I was trying to sneak in maybe Bretonians or humans, and then when I found another week, I had a case team sit on 3 wins, and I thought, you know what, we'll go with that. And obviously, I call them the
foundations are there.
Yeah, they're there. So I thought, it was all right, going all right 9-2, and then obviously the game's dried up, and I ended up playing Woofers, who we're going to have a look at in a minute. And yes, it was a slippery slope after that.
It's just got a gross team. too powerful. And it's really not anything particular. It's more the coach. It's basic skills most of the way. It's just space magic's just scary.
I do like him. I think he is a good coach. I mean, I've been a big fan of his, but when you've got a good coach, and then he's got a team far superior to yours, you're just asking for trouble.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no way you can do about it. So
no amount of inducements will fix it.
Oh no, chaos inducements are crap as well. They're not very good.
I'm just going with the fireball.
While we're talking about the Woofers, let's have a look at. So let's get to our pole position. But obviously this week, yet again, I tell you what, the PS4 and Xbox are a bit boring. It's the same old each week at the top. So let's have a look at the Woofers then, because I got told, I heard a rumour that some nasty pasty just killed his golem or wrecked his golem. You wouldn't know who that was by any chance, would you? some
Yeah,
stanky
to have a rough idea.
Nagel
Like,
team, I
a
think.
game he absolutely smashed me in, but that was my one thing that I did to him, and felt quite bad about it, to be honest, because it was a really nicely developed golem and 1 SP away from another level. It was.
Well, I mean,
I always feel bad killing players. I'd rather just injure them and have them off for the game, and then I don't feel so horrid about it after.
I'm sort of the same, but when you're consistently playing the same guy over and over again, I won't lose any sleep over, oh, look, at least he hasn't got a really good golem anymore. We might have blown everything. But
well, that's a positive, I suppose.
You know.
I mean, I'll look on the side of if someone does something horrific to me, I'll normally remember it through time.
Absolutely.
Try and make atonement, make everything right.
Absolutely by killing their best players. But this team's still scary, isn't it? I mean, he's finally got got block on a flesh golem. I mean, but did he lose 2 golems then? Because like I said, they're both very fresh.
I think the other one I minused a movement and he got rid of after.
So basically, you took care of both his golems then.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've not managed to stop those werewolves yet, or that one ghoul. They're just horrific, and his bloody white that I think's killed a couple of my players.
Yeah. It's really annoying, isn't it? I mean, it's like things on this team need to die horribly.
Nah, it's okay. I like the challenge, to be honest, and then I wouldn't play Nurgle if I didn't mind people dying.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I play a lot of Nurgle, and yeah. The thing with Nurgle is they've got a load of good things, but the problem is you only can have 4 pestigos. So when one of those goes down, you haven't got a replacement, so it takes ages to get them back up. Same with the Nurgle Warriors.
Exactly.
Sort of thing.
And the Warriors and the Beast, but the Rotters are pretty expendable. I love them.
Oh, the Rotters are a stat player. Oh, everything. It's just fantastic.
Could not give a monkeys about them. It's wonderful.
Oh yeah, I good job because I lose too many of them. So you played this guy a lot. I played this guy a lot. What do you think about the team? Where's his strengths? And come on, give me some weaknesses. Tell us how we.
To be honest, the way every time I play him, he always seems to just take advantage of one flank that I've got greedy. I'll always go for one of his better players and be like, yeah, I'll try and get them out of the match. And then he'll just swing down the other flank and that's it. Like, Nurgle can't keep pace with Necromantic any way, shape or form.
Yeah.
But whenever I play him, it's always very, very good positioning. Like, he's top form with positioning, and to be fair, it's just that white. His injuries on that white are terrifying. It's constant. And the best I've managed to get against the Woofers is a 1-1 draw. That I feel if I went in overtime, I would have potentially got it, just because attrition was horrific for him. Like, the injuries, I think he had 6 or 5 players left at the end of the second half. Crikey. It was just constant luck. It was wonderful, but still the best I could do was a draw.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I just couldn't beat him. But like I said, we're looking at Chaos team like 1,400 against like at the time it was over 2,000 TV almost. You know, he was like I think it was about 500 between us, and it was so frustrating because every time I tried to spin, I couldn't get a game, so I had to play it real late at night. And obviously the same guy 3 times on a trot, 3 times he kicked me ass, and this team's well developed. I mean, I obviously speak to him, and he was saying he doesn't think this team's is great for the TV value. But I said, yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe if I was a Wood Elves at 1,500 or Dwarfs, I'd fancy my chance against this team. But I said, when you've got one tackle and just block, I'm not going to do very well. And like you said, that bloody white's a pain in the backside. He's what his wolves
like, he's so close to level 7.
He deserves to die a horrible death.
Like, I've injured him multiple times, but he always gets better.
Yeah, regen. Yeah, I tagged one of his wolves and injured it, but he was only badly hurt and he didn't regen. But I still couldn't beat him. He has too many good pieces.
But I noticed that he's down at movement 5 now on his guard ghoul, which is interesting because that should slow down the game hopefully against him now.
I think Bologna he took care of that. He took a few.
Yeah.
So it's a good, like I say, it's a really good team. The coach is fantastic. His position, you'll find with a lot of the really good coaches, the positioning is spot on. You know, that's it.
If you don't have good positioning, you'll get taken advantage of, like I did. I got greedy, and that was it.
I mean, like when
weakness.
When I played him, you know, I'm trying not to disrespect the coach because he obviously kicked me ass, but obviously 3 a.m. playing a guy at this quality, and I'm like half asleep. I'm like, oh my god! But even then, I still knew what he was going to do. Defense, I knew what defense he was going to do. I knew everything. Yeah. And because he was faster and he had blodge and he had diving tackle, there's nothing you could do. I'm tired and frustrated.
No,
like,
it's
for
very
God's sake.
difficult to counter. He's got a nice mix of skills amongst his team. Everyone's got a bit of everything, and then
exactly, it's a well-developed team.
It's
And
just
even though I knew where he was going, I still couldn't take advantage. I was like, wait, he's going to put him there. He's going to put him there. And he was like, he did that, right, there's a gap here, I'll go here. Then all of a sudden, woof, the back on me. I'm like, oh my God. And then the amount of times, one time I broke free, and he got his werewolf with diving tackle on me. And it was like, it's a bludger. And I ain't got bludge. I mean, I ain't got tackle, so I'm trying to hit this thing off me. Couldn't do it, even with a reroll, and that was my chance of scoring, and that was it. But, oh man, he's such a good player.
He's very good at tying players up, especially with the sidestep, because he's got 3 players with it now, and it's as soon as he gets on you, and if you don't knock him down, he's constantly going to be on you. And
yeah, I mean,
between tackle and diving tackle, you're going to at least burn a reroll to get away.
I mean that's it. I mean, if you look at his team, I mean, he's got 4 tackle in there as well. So he's always even if he's playing elves or anything like that, it's not a problem. He's got 4 guard in there as well. That'll only get better if he plays a few more with his golems.
He can get his golems up to having guard and block each again. He's pretty much set.
It's just a really
all-round well-built team.
Is there a weakness though? Can you see any weakness to give to anybody? Any hope?
The only weaknesses I can see is if you can injure both his werewolves, he kind of struggles a bit because he uses them highly for mobility because they have the mobility.
Yeah.
But without them, I find he spoils a little bit, but he's still very, very potent. Hard to beat.
Yeah.
I normally try to get that white out the way as soon as possible as well. A knockout will take. I don't mind. I just want him off the pitch.
Yeah, it's I look at this team and I get frustrated with Chaos because I'm thinking, God, if I had various other teams, I could really take this team on. But you go with what you've got, and it's just a nightmare. And I'm thinking, you know what? If I do qualify, I'll end up running into this first bloody round again. It's just
that's my worst nightmare.
It's just a nightmare. I mean,
avoid him.
At least with yourself, you can do serious damage. I mean, you've got the damage output. But again, I think any team with no tackle or very little tackle is going to struggle against this player.
Yes.
That's the main problem. I mean, obviously, if you're a Wood Elf or something like that, you can outscore him, so that's not an issue. But again, he's got 4 tackles to try and take your players out. So, you can see why he's top. He's a very good coach. I mean, 42 wins. That's a lot of wins. 10
speaks
draws,
for itself, really, right?
3 losses. To get 42 wins with any team is impressive.
A 42-3 ratio is just frightening.
It is.
I mean, I was quite proud when, at the start of the season, I managed to go 6-0 with Nurgle. I thought that was insane, and then it's just he comes along and blows me out the water.
That's what he did to me. Well. I was 9-2-0, and then I was 9-2-3. There's not much you can do. I mean, when you play a good coach like this, you've got to have some sort of advantage in your team. And if you just don't have the tackle or the mighty blow or the claw in your thingy, if you don't have the damage output, then you're going to struggle against him. Because your best chance against players like this is to get his players off the pitch so there's gaps. So his positioning, is really,
Yeah, you just need to kind of throw as many spanners in the works as humanly possible to get an upper hand on him. Because, tactics and playing wise, he's on point. He is very, very hard.
Absolutely.
But I noticed in his last 6 games, he's had 3 1-all draws, which is a bit interesting. Because normally it's always going one way, basically, unless something unusual's happened.
Yeah.
And it's Chorfega, the Lizardman team, and Dead Men Have No Tails, some undead team that I've noticed popping up quite a lot recently.
Oh, man, the game I had against them, I was like, I was playing this game against him with my Chaos, and it was one of the worst games, probably the worst game I ever had on the Xbox, and I got a message pop up, and it was from Villain, and he goes, I checked and it said, have you thrown your controller yet? I said, mate, I don't know how I've never have. I mean, this is testing me. I said, how long? I said, have you watched from the beginning? He said, no, the last 4 turns. I said, bloody hell. I said, you're thinking that's bad. You want to go back and watch the full bloody game? It was, I've never known that like it. It was pure filth. And I was, it was like, I'd be swearing if I went into it, but everything what could possibly go wrong. It's one of those games where everything what went wrong went wrong, and then you get his ball carried down, and the ball pops to his other guy. He goes, "Oh, cheers, mate! I'll go and score now." I
noticed that he lost to the Iguanas as well, the Lizardman team. So he's got a draw and loss in his last 2 encounters with them. So I'm kind of hoping he draws them in the playoffs, and that gets him out the way.
I took out a really nice piece of the Iguanas, I think. That's Bazooka's team, I think. I
it
wrecked
was a
his Saurus.
Block player, if I don't recall. I kind of like throwing through all the matches played.
We killed
just
quite
to
a few
see,
players.
hopefully, if some nasty people have gone away.
Yeah, we did kill a few players, to be fair. I mean, he got his revenge with that Wood Elf 16 touchdown, but his Lizard team were pretty bashed up, to be fair. So
I've played him an awful lot as well.
Just the way it goes. So
well, that's it. Sometimes they go well, sometimes not so much.
It is. But the Woofers are fantastic. They really are good. So anyway, let's get on to it then. Let's get to know the coach then. Right then. Questions. I should know these off by heart by now, but here we go. So what made you play Blood Bowl, and how long have you played it?
Well, it was just one of these things. I've always played Warhammer Fantasy in 40k since I was Munchkin sized.
Yeah.
So then I knew Blood Bowl was around because it was around when I was younger, but then it got discontinued for a little while. Then got Blood Bowl 1 for the Xbox, gave it a shot, got into it. Got Blood Bowl 2 for the Xbox, got kind of into it, kind of gave up. Yeah. Then the board game got re-released, started playing that again, got really into it, and then came back all over again. That was it. From there on, it was all goodness. Yeah,
I mean, I was a big Warhammer Fantasy fan. I used to love that. Or just all the big ranking formations and knights and cavalry and all. And then the bloody Rowan decks. The bloody Rowan decks.
Yep. We won't go into that.
With the bloody Space Marine, what do we call that?
Yep.
See,
we still play 7th. It's nice.
Yeah, I mean, see, you can still do it, you can still play 7th, but I was just like, all them people had spent all the money on them end of day models, and then it's like, well, it's all no good anymore. Take it away. But anyway, Blood Bowl, great that they bring it back out. But like I said, as I've talked to people before, my issue was obviously trying to get games with the board game, where obviously on the computer it's all internet connected, so happy days, you can play anybody. Yeah. And that's the great thing about the computer. It's nice and
luckily,
easy.
Up Edinburgh way, there's a couple clubs kicking about. So one of my friends used to own a gaming cafe, tabletop.
Mm-hmm.
So he decided to run a league right when it first got re-released, so I joined in that. Then, unfortunately, his cafe had to shut, and basically the league stayed together and we just moved elsewhere. So we moved to a couple other cafes and things, and then tried out ELG, which is another big club.
Right.
That I think Tom is a member of, Tom Bloodbowl.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think he's a member of. I haven't seen him there yet, but apparently he was there. I've only been there once. So yeah, there is options up here, which is quite fortunate. But I like this just for the convenience, because Edinburgh's still an hour drive for me.
That's it, yeah. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? This is what's so great about obviously on the console or the PC, whichever way you play it. It's nice and easy, isn't it? It's just a case of obviously, just getting on, turn your PC or PS4, Xbox on, and spinning. Hopefully, you'll get a game. And
exactly. I mean, I look on the side of I can wait for an hour for a game, find a game, or I could drive for an hour for a game and get a game. Yeah. Difference is a drive back and setup and things.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? That is it.
Yeah.
So, then. What is your favourite Blood Bowl race and why?
See, I'm a big fan of just chaps. I like human teams.
Good old humans.
Just managed to make the playoffs in Season 6 with Moldorf Broncos, which I was quite happy with how the team was. A couple parts that I could have changed or got better or replaced all round, but I didn't have the time, unfortunately. I just like them. They've got a bit of everything. You can do what you want with them. Depending on how level ups go, you can turn them into a serious bashy team or a more agility-focused team. I'm a big fan of just chaps. No one really expects too much from them as well, which is wonderful.
Well, that's it, isn't it? They're all a bit like... they're all super average, but if they get a few stops, they can be really good. And the thing is with humans is they're really cheap, so you can get really good TV value with them compared to a lot of us. And the catches having armor 8 now is massive.
Which is nice compared to tabletop.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
still do.
Keeping that is good. But yeah, I mean humans.
But I'd say recently with Cass in that one, seeing as he became a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I decided that I would counter his kill team by making Nurgle, seeing as theoretically they should last a bit longer having regenerate.
Yeah.
And since trying them last season, I've kind of grown on them. I really, really like them.
The thing with them, I mean, without going too much into Cass obviously always has kill teams. He does them really, really well. The only problem is when the killing doesn't work, he doesn't have a plan B.
There's no counter
but obviously
strategy.
That doesn't help you if he's absolutely having a going down on you, because he's great at doing it. I mean, he's fantastic. He's one of the best at it. I mean, he will punch you, he will stamp you, he will foul every turn, and I'm like, he's just consistent. But the problem is sometimes you can zero on that piece, and then you're like, yeah, you go and kill my real nice guy, but while you're doing that, the rest of my team's just going to go up this flank and we're going to score.
It'll work right until the playoffs, basically.
Yeah, I think with a lot, and this is not just Cat, this is with a lot of these basher teams, is they beat up on a lot of the lesser coaches or the inexperienced ones. But when you get to the playoffs, this is the best of the best, and they've seen it.
Yeah,
they've seen it. They know how to handle it. They know how to use it as a weakness to them and as a strength to them. So if it's like I've seen people. I've done it where I'll put a nice piece out there, and it'll be like, oh yeah, it'll go for it. Like a red rag to a ball, and he'll go for it, and then he'll move too many because he'll want to beat him, and then if he don't get him, he'll want to stamp on him, and then all of a sudden instead of 2-3 players, 5-6 go. Well, if 5-6 players are taking on one person, then you've got 5 people to take on my next 10 players.
Man advantage.
You ain't. I don't care if you're Space Magic or whoever. You ain't stopping me. And that's not just cast. That's on any of the plays. People do it. We all do it. I overcommit sometimes.
Yeah.
You see and go, whoa, I'm gonna get that, and then you're like, a pass later, a handoff later, you're like, oh, I can't believe I just did that. Or you see it after you've done it, you're like, oh, I hope he didn't see it. And nope, he did see it, and he's gone the other way. Yeah, that's it. A lot of people, when I ask them why do they do Chaos or why they do Nurgle, it's because they've had a bad experience by someone's coming and wrecked their lovely elf team they put together, or the nice orcs with their arm and arm, not arm and arm anymore, and they're like, I want blood. That's it. I'm going to find that guy. I don't care how many seasons it's going to cost to take me, but I'm going Chaos. I'm going to go Nurgle, and I'm going to rip him apart. And the thing is, most of the times, is you'll get and see him, and you'll do an injury, you'll be like, right, this is it. I've waited a full season, and the guy will just go, quick, concede, and you're like, what? No, you can't concede. This is my moment of time to destroy your team. You just can't run away. I didn't run away. You can't run away.
Either that or it just goes the other way with the dice, and you get smashed anyway. You're like, oh.
You get beat up by wood elves. But yeah, that's what usually happens. But I've seen it. I've seen it myself, and. Chaos. I mean, you just don't want to play him when they're tooled up. But they're so hard to get there. And
that's one of the things that I quite like with my Nurgle is I actually relish playing other kill teams with this.
Do you?
Just because I know we're both going in with the exact same mindset. And it's like, you'll try and hurt me, I'll try and hurt you, and I won't feel so bad about kills.
That's it, isn't it? But
when you play like a Chaos team like yours, it's more built a bit differently. Like, ones that go for the mutations, like tentacles on warriors and things, rather than just outright damage. It's like, okay, I'll try and be nice. I don't want to be too vicious here. Yeah, I won't tone down my playing, I just won't spite him so much.
It made me remember something. I was speaking to Space Magic after a game, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I didn't want to go too nasty on you." He said to me, "I said, are you effing joking? Going nasty? You just set my bloody player 10-16. Crikey, you're going easy on that, mate. I don't want to see you when you don't. You just said, oh yeah, but I wanted a zombie. Oh yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah. Don't tell me to say you're going real nice and easy and then set my guy. Yeah, I'm going to go a nice season, but you know what? The thing is, he could have scored at any time, but he's like, you know what? That's getting safe. And then I'm going to punch that. I'm going to hit that. I'm going to hit that. About 7 hits later, oh yeah, now I'll score. I'm like, oh yeah, and then he goes, I felt a bit sorry. I'll go easy on you. I thought, bloody, all right, yeah. And there's my gal laid out. And
you just pray for the quad
beat
skulls.
by the crowd.
Like, come on.
Oh man, but it was funny. But I mean, I love Nurgle. I do love Nurgle. The only thing I don't like with him is obviously, like I say, if you lose a piece. But you can say that with Saurus. You can say that with all these slow Black Orcs, Golems.
Same with any team. The only difference is you got less chance of avoiding a death than a normal team with an apothecary. That's the only one.
Good old regen when it works is fantastic. But yeah.
Yeah, when it works, it's wonderful. But when it doesn't, you're kind of shafted, to be honest.
Yeah, and then your curse and everything. It's like It's a 50-50, so I suppose. But when it does work, it's fantastic. Especially, it's really good, like I said, when you play against killy teams and they're throwing claw and everything, and you're throwing your claw at them. You're taking their players out, they ain't coming back. They take your players out, and it's like, regen, I'm coming back.
There's a 50% chance of them back on the field, so it's quite nice in the game of attrition. But
absolutely.
If Nuffle doesn't fancy your luck, he doesn't fancy your luck.
Yeah. Right then, what team do you struggle to play and struggle to play against?
Struggling to play, definitely High Elves. I just cannot get the grip of them for love nor money. I love the idea of them. I've tried them many, many times, and it just never works out.
Yeah, I just don't like they've only got 2 blitzers. I don't know why. I just seem to...
It could possibly be it, but whenever I try them, I think I'm more bashing orientated. Like, I enjoy the bash.
Yeah,
the bash is good.
Yeah.
So as soon as you get High Elves locked in a bashing fight, it's just like, if you just manage to get a both down result or something instead of the putting them down, you're kind of up shit creek because you'll get flattened. You're not meant for fighting. And I think I just struggled to get my head around that idea. But saying that, I can play Wood Elves, which is strange.
Oh yeah, I know. I just feel a lot more comfortable beating stuff up than throwing the ball all over the place. Because
well, exactly. I like to have a slight advantage before I go for touchdowns or anything.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of going for a touchdown when there are 11 players and nothing's really happened. It just seems fruitless, pointless.
Yeah. It's like I said. I mean, even with my chaos, they're nowhere near where they need to be. I finally got a claw piece. I was like, woohoo! Yeah, mighty blow.
Yeah, I saw that Requiem.
Yeah, and it's, come on, hit that bloody thing! And then the cutscene will come. Yes, this is it, and it'll be a stun. And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
That all you're gonna give for me? I've waited like
your own stuns from then on out.
I've waited like 15 games of hard blood, sweat, and tears for you to do this stuff, and you're not doing it. Because you got claw. I expect you to injure stuff now. No excuses now. Claw.
Yeah, like every second turn at least.
Yeah, but the thing is, because he's going around with his shiny claw piece, everyone's like, get that guy, he's got claws.
Yeah. If you end up on the ground, you're getting fouled.
Oh, absolutely.
Just a vicious circle.
Goblin was trying to beat him up on the floor. I tried to drag the goblin off last game. I was like, yeah, that go, you die from a goblin. But God, I'd have been traumatized. But it's one of those things where, unfortunately, I tried to qualify really late on the Xbox, and like I said, it struggled to get enough players playing. And we'll talk about it in the soapbox later. But that is a concern. But anyway, we'll get on to that. Have we got anything else to ask you before we go into these lovely teams?
I think you said a team I didn't like playing against.
Oh yes, come on. What do you not like playing against?
Skaven.
Skaven. I know that.
I just truly cannot counter Skaven for love nor money, no matter who I use. I can't stop the gutter runners.
They're a pain in the backside. Absolute pain in the backside. I'm the same pretty much with Wood Elves, where it's like I just can't injure them. They just won't. Slip. I played Bazooka's team, and honestly, almost every turn, foul, stun, foul, sent off, don't count, still fouling, and punching, and then they just won't die. And I'm like, why will you not die? Just die, or just get injured, just do something. And obviously, the best I could get was a knockout, because I was high TV. It only got 2 bloodwise of babes, so I had like 4 or 5 of them knocked out, and just went, we'll come back on second,
back up again.
And he's like slapping me all over the place, and I'm like, just die. And like I said, I tried, and he was like, God, these Wardans can take a boot to the face. I'm like, oh man, I was like trying to kill them, and I just couldn't kill them. But it's like every time I play against Wood Elves, I just cannot injure them for love of money. I played his Saurus arm and Nan, no problem, killed them, broke them. Wood Elves, nah, don't matter. I mean, I must have done about 23 armor breaks, and I got 1 injury, and that was it. And most of the rest was stunned. And I get it all the time. With Wood Elves. So I can sort of sympathise with Skaven as well, because Skaven, another team, you see, I don't know about you, but when I look at teams like Skaven and Wood Elves, I'm like, woo, well, okay, I'm going to protect the ball. But hey, even
you look at the
I
armour
lose,
and think it's going to be great, and you're going to injure them off the pitch, and it's going to be great, and then you realise you can't catch them to injure them off the pitch.
But it's like, because you think to yourself, look, even if I lose, I'm going to get XP. And then they run away from you. You mark them up, and then the dodge. You're like, where are we going?
Yeah.
I need to hit you. Don't go away. I can't be doing one hit a time. Come back.
Well, when I played Flashy and Squishy the other day, it was thought it would be a nice, easy game. Elven Union, they don't even have a tree man or anything. You can just tie him up with tentacles and beat the snot out of him. And it was just like, turn 1, knock my beast down, foul, dead. I'm like, okay. This is how this is going. Fair enough.
You see, to me, personally, I'd have got the coach to go on to the pitch and go, time out. Hey, here's the script. I kill you, you do your Ponzi stuff and score. Yeah. You can't go around killing my beast and fouling him. You can't foul, that's not very
He's got 3 strength pieces now, so he's made a bashy Elven Union team. It's just wrong.
That is wrong. That is horribly wrong. Someone needs to play. He needs to play the Woofers. That's who he needs to play. Get that player.
That'd be a good game, I feel.
Absolutely, because we'll win both ways. Someone will get killed. But
yeah, one of the horrible teams is gone.
Yeah, absolutely. But oh man, yeah, I sympathise because I like to say Skaven and Wood there's them teams you just expect to just snap and you just don't, or you don't often enough.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then you'll play the likes of Orcs and you'll manage to injure half their team.
Absolutely. Right then, what do you think's the best star player and which is your favourite star player?
Ooh. Best value-wise, I would say is Zarg Madai.
Do you like him, do you? He's he's
90k for strength 4 and sure hands and tackle. You can't really go wrong with that.
Yeah. Okay.
I like it just for the strength 4 piece with sure hands, to be honest. In an early Chorf team, it's perfect because you don't have to rely on the hobgoblins to pick up the ball and do things.
Yeah, strength 4 is nice because obviously it's especially against war dancers and sure hands.
Well,
so
exactly.
it'd be great against
people will struggle to get the ball off you, especially if you make a Chorf box and walk up.
Yeah. In that case, not bad.
Yeah, it's good value in my opinion. I'd say my favourite's probably Setic.
Really? He's the Tomb Guardian piece, isn't it?
He's just a super blitzer.
Yeah, good old Setic.
I mean, he's got break tackle, so he'll get away from you. He's strength 4. He's got, wrestle, tackle, juggernaut.
Strip ball.
He's getting the ball off you.
Yeah,
oh no, he doesn't have tackle, sorry, he's got strip ball. He's getting the ball off you one way or another, basically, and he's not very expensive for it. I always really struggle when I play against him.
Yeah,
unless
that's always
some divine intervention throws a rock at him or something.
Oh yeah, that's filthy when that happens. You get a star player and it takes him out. You're like, yeah, cheers for that. I was always going against a team with a lot higher inducements than me, and I was in a struggle, and you've just decided to take him out. Fantastic, thanks for that.
Yeah, but, just massively unbalanced everything. Great.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time, so I get used to it. But that's always unfortunate. But hey ho. Right, now then, let's have a look at some of these teams. Let's go and have a look at shall we have a look at your team first? Let's go and have a look at your team. Not doing great. Let's see how they are doing. So you've lost. Did you say you lost your beast as well, haven't you? So
in the last game against Mutts, Bologna, whatever he wants to call it.
Filthy.
So just his claw piece, tackled him, down he went. That was it. Nothing dirty, nothing against him.
Yep.
It was just the way it went. I didn't mind too much apart from I had block. That was my one thing I enjoyed.
Yeah, see, I can never get a block on my big guys. I'd be dumbstruck if I wouldn't know what to do with. I mean, to be fair, I don't have many big guys anyway because I think they're just a pain in the backside. Obviously, Beast of Nagel is one of those I'd definitely take because obviously they
are just so damn handy with the tentacles.
Oh yeah, they're a pain in the backside, absolute pain in the backside, and it's unfortunate obviously if you go block when it goes down, but they are always going to be targeted because of what they can do. Unfortunately,
that's it. Like I say, I've no hard feelings when anyone dies. I've lost one of my.
It's just a game, isn't it?
Pestigors, the pylon claw palming one.
Yeah,
he died. It was he got -1 strength, I believe, against Little Yoshi. I think it might have been. And I'd move on. Don't mind too much.
Yeah, I mean that's it. They're always going to claw pieces, especially piling on ones, are always going to be one of those what's going to get targeted because they can do so much damage. So they fear them. The way I look at it when I'm playing Nagel, I say I play Nagel more than do Chaos, but what I try and do is I try and give my opponent about 4 or 5 things to worry about You know, because then he's having problems because, like, you know, he's like, oh my god, what do I do? Do I hit this? Do I hit that? Do I take care of this? I need to take care of that. And that, you know, all of a sudden, you know, you've already got an advantage because they just don't know what to take out. It's when you've only got the one piece or the two, because then they can zero in on that, you know, that piece. It's like, you know.
Well, that's it.
But I mean, like I said, you've got a nice tier. I mean, obviously, you know, you've got Mighty Blow, Claw. Obviously, that Nagel Warrior tackle's good. But yeah, I mean, you know what we said last time. Tackle is needed on this team. But the thing with Nagel and Chaos is, like I said to people, there's so many skills you need. So it's.
Well, there's so many. You could always do with one more, and then you end up dying or something, or max out, and you can always do with one more. Basically, is the sole thing about Nurgle.
Yeah.
And Chaos.
Yeah, I mean, Pestigo wise, that's who need them. Because obviously they're your fast, well, they're the fastest things in movement.
They're the movement, they're the blitzers. I'm trying to get a couple in there. There's two that are just about leveling. Well, I say just about a fair bit, but
yeah. I mean that's it. I mean that's it, isn't it? It's a risk reward thing, isn't it? Of playing, but then like say you could lose your beast as you did, or you could lose a player.
Potentially losing one of my warriors, like my strength 5 guy. He has been targeted and targeted and targeted.
Yeah, again,
and somehow he's still standing.
Yeah, I mean that's it. Yeah. When you look at your team, there's a lot of decent players, so you know there's a few things where what they'd go after. You know, obviously there's 2 pieces of guards, so you've got more than I have. But yeah, I mean, it's just trying to get a happy balance, isn't it? I've tried it, like even on the PS4, where I tried to do a chaos team, but it was all like, oh look, we're friendly, we're playing differently, and they got their ass kicked by Hiles and stuff like that. They had no punch, and they just kept going into kill teams and that. So I quit them. And I suppose the way on the consoles is you've got to have them bashing. It's as simple as that. If you're going to go chaos or you're going to go Nagel,
if you want to be competitive, you really need to bash.
Because they're going to have to. And
otherwise, you're just... Other teams are better at doing what you're trying to do.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I think it's looking a real nice team. Like I said, the only worry is, like you've already said, if you lost a Nagel Warrior now, I mean, obviously...
It would be a bit of a spanner in the works, but...
It would.
There's one I really don't mind losing, and that's the one with Guard. He has been expendable since day one when he got his injury.
Yeah, I'm surprised you kept him. He's thing is, though, it's like you said, it's like... It takes so long to do. And like I said, he's going to be in the middle anyway, so he's going to be fighting. He's not going to be running all over the place. He'll just go in the middle.
Just use him as a front liner. I don't mind if he gets knocked down and injured in any way, which so far he hasn't really been, apart from that one movement.
Yeah.
He's just throwaway. I really don't mind if anything happens to him. I'm happy to start again.
Yeah, and like I say, having guards always useful in a few pieces. So he is a useful piece. But, you know, and obviously you've got the Brab referee arrest area, so you like to foul a lot.
Of course.
And like I said, you know, 30 wins, that's bloody good as well. Nice big juicy 3-0, so, you know. You're selling out to win.
Not bad, a fair few losses to even it out though, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's one of those things though with Nagel, isn't it? It's one of those things, especially early on as well. Did you lose quite a few? Oh, you were 6-0, you were saying, wasn't you?
No, 6 without a single loss. I had 4 concedes against me right at the start, to be fair, and then...
Oh, nice.
After that, I went a bit pear-shaped, and then... Yeah, it's been sprinkles of everything since that.
Yeah. But I mean, like I said, you've got 2 nice... rotters there with Dare to Play, one with Sneaky Git, so it's, you know...
I feel I should defend that Edgar the Spoiler, the one that you keep mentioning the price.
Oh, 130k, man.
The one reason I've not got rid of him,
go on,
I feel I should say, is simply because the attrition is so high with rotters, I normally just let them die off.
Ah, right, okay.
He so far has got 9 MVPs or something and refused to go away.
Yeah, I can see why you.
But that is literally the only reason.
Yeah, because it's like you deserve.
He's got quite a handy now. He's got block and tackle, so
yeah. I just
worst comes to worst if I stamp on someone.
That's it. I mean, like
they don't go off.
For
if they get up, they hopefully won't get away.
For fluff purposes, it's fantastic. I just look at it. I mean, I'm not a guy who's that bothered about TV. I'm a terrible guy for TV. But I look at him like, 130k for what's he gonna foul a minute or? That's a lot of cash. But I can totally understand. I can totally understand. You get character, and some of these guys, you always have a soft spot for some guys, and if he's one of your guys, think, crikey, like you said, a Rotter to get 4 levels, that's pretty good. I'm sure getting sent off would have helped.
I could really do with someone killing him, to be honest. He's just a pain.
That's it, because you don't want
I've already got my next dirty player. It's like, I don't need him anymore. Someone just injure him. So I keep putting him on the field at the start. No one ever does anything. He normally gets knocked out. It's like, please just kill him.
Yeah, that's it.
But I'll take him for as long as he'll be here.
Absolutely.
Grown attached to him now.
But yeah, like I said, I don't think there'll be anyone queuing up to play you in the playoffs. That's for sure. Inducement-wise, God, if I had to play you, it'd be like, oh my God. I'll be thinking, oh, what inducements can get? Oh yeah, we'll get Borak and he'll last about 2 turns of claw and then he'll be gone. I don't know. I would I take a halfling Master Chef? I don't know. You've got leader reroll as well.
I mean, that's the reason I've got a leader is just I normally keep him on the bench unless someone uses a halfling Master Chef, then I'll kick him out just for that one reroll at least.
Yeah, I mean that's the only thing I'd have a lead. I mean, I don't use say leader rerolls, but these days there's so many Master Chefs going about. It's like, oh, I can see why people do it.
Well,
because
exactly.
You guaranteed at least one reroll. You can keep it safe. So
the one thing that really throws a spanner in the works with me that I've noticed is chainsaws.
Oh yeah.
Like the number of players I've lost to a chainsaw. That armor value 7 Pestigore was a chainsaw.
Oh.
Just always chainsaws. I struggle to counter them in any meaningful way.
I suck with them. Every time I get one, they roll a 1 and they end up taking themselves out. So I don't play them. I don't play them for ages, and then I'll be like, oh, go on then. I'll give it a go, and then I'll get it again, and until I get defense split and take it out, or I'll just, I just will not
roll one,
use it.
Dead.
I'll roll one. And
good effort, bud. Go to the bench.
For 130k or whatever it would cost for my guy, it's like I might as well pay the extra and get a wizard sort of thing. But hey ho.
Well, exactly. That right. Or 2 babes or whatever.
Yeah. Let's go on to look at some of these teams then. Let's have a look at Killer Croc Villains team.
Yeah, those are men. They've come up quite suddenly.
And they're looking nice team. They've been a bit busted. His Cruxigo's got a -1 armor.
Yeah, I remember that. He's also got the Strength Saurus, so the same as the Illustrious Iguanas, the other one.
Yeah. Yeah,
which is always a nasty prospect. He just needs to get block or something on it. A niggle on a skink is a bit of a blow, though.
Is that what's happened to his agility 4-piece? I didn't look at that one yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's never good. Because that's like a +2 to injury. He's on borrowed time, bless him.
Yeah, it's pretty much on a 6-up, he's going to be off the pitch. So it's most of the time if someone breaks his armor, which is non-existent to start with.
Yes, so it's
not great.
It's one of those guys who's going to have to try and protect as best he can. But, I mean, like you say, his other skink's pretty good, though. Sure feet, sidestep, blodge. He'll be the main ball carrier.
He'll be the better ball carrier. Use the other one for passing.
Pardon me. It's a nice balanced team. And like I said, with him only TV 1450, you will be getting inducements from a lot of the...
Yeah, it needs a bit more development, really. I mean, a blodging Saurus is pretty cool. Something you don't see often.
Yeah, like I said... Break tackle would be something I'd be looking at with the team. You know what? I'd be tempted to get break tackle.
I'm a fan of that with Saurus.
I'd be tempted to get break tackle on the Strength 5 next. And think, you know what? 4+ cage break.
And then you can tackle into cages, Yeah,
and then because I'm Strength 5, I'm going to get 2 dice.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's a risk reward.
It seems a nice start development team, but I don't think he's had enough matches to really get right up there and get terrifying.
Yeah, 19 matches he's played. It's a great 14 wins, 2 draws, 3 losses. It's good. It
speaks for itself. The coach himself must be quite frightening. I think I've played the villain a couple times in season 6, and he was always a very friendly guy. And good games against him.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played him. I wonder if he played on the PS4. I'm sure there's someone called the villain on the PS4 as well, or played a few times.
I'm trying to think. I think he might have been Skaven of all things.
I'm not sure.
I'm just trying to remember.
Again, good team. I mean, what if this was your team? What would you be looking to build on? Me personally, break tackle.
Like say, I'd possibly replace that Croxigor. I'm not sure. I would keep an armor 8 big guy. Not a fan of that. Too easily taken out, and that's 160k down.
He may be looking to what he gets with his next level, maybe, because only 2 off next level. He might.
That might be it. If he gets block, that might cancel out a bit.
Yeah.
I'd go for block on that strength 5 piece, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Couple more guards, definitely, because he's only got 2 at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
definitely more tackle as well. There's a bit of everything you could do with. That's a problem with lizard men often.
It is, isn't it? That's the thing with Saurus. There's so many different skills you need. Like I say, I'm a big. I mean, if anyone's seen my roster video, they'll know I'm break tackle because the major weakness with Saurus is obviously they can just park zombies next to you. But if you can dodge your way on the 2+, you're already strength 4. So, movement 6, strength 4, dodge your way on a 2+.
Keeps your movement.
Oh, man. But then people say, well, if you do that, Bernie, then when you go high TV, you're going to get bashed by a lot of teams with claw and that. But you're going to get bashed anyway. So...
well, that's very Luke, I suppose. That way you can at least run away from them if worse comes to worse.
You can disengage, so that you give them 1 hit a turn. So
I'd be tempted for maybe getting catch on that running skink. Just because I'm a fan of kind of getting a 3-point of running, if you see what I mean. When I play Lizardmen, I like having 2 skinks at each flank and 1 at the back with the ball, and then you can hand off to either one and then run for it. But a 3-up rerollable often fails miserably and burns a reroll, so I'd rather have the skill and save it for something more important.
Yeah, catch is always good for the reroll.
Maybe diving tackle on one of them, just to pen people in a bit. But other than that, it's
I mean, like
pretty decent start.
Yeah, the way I look at it is Saurus are getting where they need to go. There's really nice development. They just need to kick on. His skinks are just a nightmare. I mean, obviously he's got a niggling injury on his Jelly 4, what's a shame. He's got 1 nice skink. The other 2 have got nothing. And because he's got no break tackle.
To be fair, if someone's got a...
I'm going to say, because he's got no break tackle, I'm going to be like, right, okay, you've got no diving tackle, you've only got 1 side step guy, and if you've got any sense, you're going to keep that skink well away from defensive duties. So I just have to tie up his Saurus, and then I'm just going to walk down the pitch, punch anything what tries to get him away, like a skink or so, and I'm going to score. And that's the problem. He does need more games, but he can only do what you got. He obviously doesn't stop him because obviously his record's fantastic, so he knows what to do. But
very competent.
It'll be interesting how he gets on in the playoffs when he plays with the savvy coaches, who will probably know how to manipulate the weaknesses. Because that's all we're trying to do. The best coaches will always try and manipulate your weakness.
Yeah, make the most of the opponent's weakness rather than your strength.
Yeah,
it's I reckon he'll throw in Slibley or someone for inducement.
Yeah, Slibley's solid
because that's an extra guard piece and an extra Saurus.
Oh, he's great, Slibley. I love him to bits. I mean,
he's a hard piece.
7 strength 4. So 7 strength 4 plus pieces is amazing. I mean, and then you
plus the Croxagore.
So you can see how they
it's a hard front line.
Oh yeah, that's why people when they see that they go Lizards OP because of that. But then again, if you've got like an Eggle team who can go bang down, bang bang, and just start punching holes, because that's when that's when the struggle
as soon as you start going men down, they really struggle.
Yeah, because obviously the Saurus is supposed to protect the skinks, but who protects the Saurus from Mighty Blow and Claw and piling on? That's the problem. But you can't have everything. They can't have everything, can they? But yeah, I like that team a lot. So good old Killer Croc.
Yeah, it's very, very.
Is there any team
developed.
what you want to see or you want to bring to our attention? Because obviously you like looking at this stuff. Is there any team where you think we need to?
Just having a think here. I've noticed that Forge Hammer, the dwarf team, has come right up.
I noticed that as well. Let's have a look at that team. I must admit, that's one I did clock and I was going to have a look at, so I'm quite glad you've said that one. He was one of those, like, you sneaky dwarf. I don't know the coach.
He came in from nowhere just recently. Clin. I'm sure I've played him a couple seasons ago, but I cannot remember it.
But his team's interesting. He's strength 4 guy. Strength 4 runner got a -1 movement, was a shame for him.
Bit of a bugger. He's still very good though.
Oh yeah. He's still he's still decent enough. He's got 5 guards, 5 might. How many mighty blow? 7 mighty blow, 5 guard. Very similar to Lord Jargonis' dwarf team of last season in the playoffs.
Back of yesteryear. But I noticed that for doubles he always goes for diving tackle as well, which is something I quite like with dwarfs, because it's just wonderful to ruin people's plans when you got tackled to start with.
It's great. Carlton Cass was taking the piss out of lot of jargon. He says Dwarfs having diving tackle, but at the end of the game, he was like trying to dodge away. And he's like, shit, he's got diving tackle. Yeah, so you're -2. He did dodge, but it's like, oh yeah, that's why we have it, because most
it gives you that second kind of thing.
The thing is, because if I'm trying to tag, like, he will probably think I'm tagging elves, and elves will just go, haha, see you later, 2+, I'm out of here. Diving tackle. And the thing is, a lot of people forget, they don't expect a dwarf to have diving tackle, and he can
if you suddenly
take
hit them with it, it's turnover.
Nobody
Wonderful.
likes trying to dodge away from diving tackle. I don't care if you're agility 4, agility 5, whatever. You see diving tackle on a play, you're like, oh my god, I do not want that. So I'm a big.
Normally people try and bash
fan.
their way out of it, which can normally benefit you if you're a bashing team to start with.
Yeah, because like I say, defensively he could go dodge, so he could go blodge, stand firm, what's a pain in the backside. But he's like, you know what? I'm gonna engage, and I ain't making. You're not dodging away. I ain't having any of that rubbish. You're gonna stand and fight.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're elf or what. Them bloody Elven Union think they can beat people. If you come here and stand and fight, you ain't dodging from us. 3 diving tackle says otherwise.
He's aggressive kind of man marking play by the looks of it, and then it looks like he's got one runner set to dump off to the second one with Nerves of Steel.
Yeah, he
So
ain't got dump off on the other one yet. I say he ain't got dump off on the other one.
No, but I suspect he'll go for the kick-off return one. He'll catch the ball, start running up with the other one in tow. As soon as he gets tackled, pass to the Nerves of Steel, and that'll be it. But, which seems to be working a treat for him so far.
Yeah, I could just see him working real nice synergy with his guardians diving tackle together. I think this is a team. God, be pain in the backside for me to play against. I've got no guard. I've got 4 pieces, but his guard will nullify that. I mean, obviously I would be dodging away, so the diving tackle probably wouldn't be as bad. But again, if he gets one of them onto your ball carrier, and then his mate comes with guard next to you, you're in major trouble.
You're toiling.
Yeah,
but to be fair, that's one I wouldn't mind playing against. I'd like to get that.
Well, yeah, because you've got all that bloody claw and mighty blow piling on. It's all right if you've got, if you
not even for that. It's just it looks nice.
You just like picking up small people. That's what it is. But yeah, I mean, Woofers gave him a bit of a rough treatment last time, 2-0. But everyone gets beat by the Woofers, so
there's few people who don't get
beat by him. So rotten. I mean. 10 wins, 4 draws, 2 losses. That's good. It's solid. And
speaks for itself.
One thing I've noticed is on the PS4 and the Xbox, the quality of coaching is getting higher and higher and higher.
Yeah.
So you see these guys come in every season and like, God, they're serious players. It's just getting so hard. And it's great because if you've got 2 really good coaches when it comes to the playoffs, it's exciting. I just play for the playoffs.
Makes a good game.
I just love the playoffs. It's just, it's just fantastic. There's so much controversial over time and all the rest of it. It's just the ebb and flow, and because it's knockout football, the tension and it's fantastic. But yeah, I do like
season
this guy.
6 was my first and only playoff or CCL for that matter.
Yeah,
and I absolutely loved it. Just managed to scrape through and everything. You got the nail-biting, nerve-wracking bit at the end of the ladder when you might get overtaken. You get to the playoffs and get put out in round 1, but
the thing is, though,
I
it's
enjoy
like
being there.
I mean, I don't know what it's like on the Xbox, but we've had on PS4, and even I mean, I don't want to bring Callum into a lot, but even Callum, he's very confident person, isn't he? He believes in everything. And like he played in the first time he played in the playoffs, and he was like, Bernie, he said that was just insane. He said I'm used to being the top dog and all this stuff. He said the pressure I was under. He said I felt in so much pressure that people expected me to turn up against like Durran's. I think it was his Orcs, and he was a massive favourite. And he said massive pressure, so much pressure, and various other coaches come up to me where they'll go through the playoffs and they'll hardly get beat. As soon as they get into the playoffs, they can't win one. In 5-6 seasons, it's just like the pressure. It's just do or die. It's sudden death. Where I suppose with myself, I'd just embrace it. And I
find it quite exhilarating. It's great.
But the amount of coaches, especially when it's the first time they played it, they're like, "Oh my god, that was just crazy," or "I just couldn't enjoy it," or it was just it's good to because I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's just the best of the best, and you're all having a go, and it's do or die. You put everything onto the pitch because if you lose, you're out, and that's it. For another six weeks or whatever. And sometimes I do feel gutted. if there's nothing terrible than to go out first round after 6 weeks of trying to get there, and then sort of like 2+2 in it, and you lose, and oh man, it's a nightmare.
Mine was lost to a 2-up go for it.
Yeah, my dwarfs could have made the final, but a 6+ intercept from a loner elf put paid to that, and I was like, what? You are. I just have a bad time against wood elves. But this team looks. I mean, I play dwarfs a lot, and this team looks nice.
It's solid.
It's solid. It's got extra players as well.
Comparatively, not many games either, and they've developed really, really strongly.
Yeah, it's a team I hope to dodge. Very much so, if I make it. So yeah, I like them a lot, and yeah, like you said, I clocked on them because they came very late on the scene, and I'm like, whoa,
Yeah, well, I've been kind of keeping an eye on the leaderboard, and it was like dwarves were way down at 20, 30 something for ages, and then they suddenly jumped right up. It was like, holy shit, who are these?
Yeah, absolutely. Saying about fighting for the playoffs, let's have a look at these two teams. In 5th and 6th, 2 Chaos Dwarf teams. I think Mutt's team's probably safe in 2. Now, I haven't seen these for a while, but I tell you what, these two are gonna this is gonna be insane. So let's start with a team moment has got the wildcard spot at the moment. No glory in the pit. So let's have a look at these, and we'll have a look at both teams, and I want you to tell me which of the two teams is going to make it. You're going to tell me which one will make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at this team first of all. So you tell me
what... He's a fan of break tackle and the centaurs that I like.
I do. I agree.
A lot of guard. He's got a claw piece. Can't go wrong with that. Just about leveled up again, claw piece. So I suspect he'll go for Mighty Blow or Pylon.
Oh, you would think Mighty Blow, definitely.
I would hope so. The hobgoblins seem to be a nice kind of Swiss Army knife in that he's got one for everything.
Yep.
But yeah, he just seems a solidly built team, like very little that you could really criticise. He's got plenty tackle with the dwarfs, plenty guard with the dwarfs.
Yep.
Runners with the centaurs. He's got like hobgoblins for all his odd jobs. It just seems a very good team.
Yeah, and again, a good record.
And as you pointed out, was it last week's one where you pointed out this team that he's only conceded like 2 touchdowns or something?
Yeah, one of them has a crazy defense.
It's down to 4 now.
Yeah, I mean, it's this guy's seriously very good at what he does. He's very good positioning.
It's like Fiskin.
Yeah. Thing is, though, I mean, we just looked at that dwarf team, and I see this team. I would rather play this team than the dwarf team, just because I don't know. I don't know why.
Oh yeah.
But then again, this team's obviously great defense, so that you're gonna have a problem trying to score, especially with chaos. But
I mean, I think the coach himself is more scary here than the team. It's just looking at his record and everything. I really need to watch some of his replays to see what he does.
That's it, and this is what I say to people when they say, Bernie, how do you get good? You watch the best players, see what they do positioning wise, and that. If you want to be a Chaos Dwarf player, look at the best Chaos Dwarf players. It's not a fluke that they consistently season in, season out, they're up there all the time. There's something they're doing, because statistically you can't get lucky every season, especially when you played 30, 40 games. So what they're doing, what are they doing, what you're not doing, is what I say. 2 ways you learn. One is by doing what I've just said, and 2 is by losing. Because when you lose, that's when you think, why did I lose? Oh, it's because I did this wrong.
Yeah, you look at
and that's the way you do it. Because when you're winning, everything gets swept under the carpet. Because you're winning, so well, I can't possibly do nothing wrong. But yeah, this guy to me, he looks good.
It's just, I think he'll use his centaurs just for blitzing the ball carrier if you try and make any kind of run, just with the break tackle and block. It makes me suspicious of that. And I think he'll just try and tie you up with chorfs. Yeah,
and obviously, I mean, 4 guard pieces, it's beautiful. I mean, he's going to get scared. I mean, if that bloody claw gets Mighty Blow next, oh god, he's gonna be filthy. Oh, so yeah, he'd be one of those like zeroing in straight away. But yeah, I like said.
Yeah.
The team's solid, but obviously I'd be more worried about the coach, because obviously he's obviously very good. So so that's that.
I've not played him personally, so I'm not sure how he is.
I haven't. I just look at his record and think, he's got to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Right, Chorfiga.
And the other one is Chorfiga.
Right then, let's have a look.
Played him a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Glass Hammer. He was the Lizardman last season.
That's the
2
one.
seasons ago.
Yeah, I do. I don't think I've played this guy, but he's one of those like Space Magic I like to watch. He's pretty good. Oh God! But now then, let's have a look. Oh, it's a bit high TV. Now then, this is a bit more scary. Plenty of Mighty Blow.
This morning I noticed came into my playing bracket now, so it's like, oh goody, I've got another player to play.
Yes,
against.
you play him. You play him a lot. Yes, I think that's a fantastic idea to play a lot before the playoffs. Beat the living daylights to each other. I mean, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Mighty Blow, 5 guard pieces. Interesting that he has got
3 stand firm.
Diving tackle on the bull center.
Ha!
Interesting.
Yes, I remember him. He's an absolute pain. I try every game to get rid of him because he basically shuts down my pestigors.
Yeah.
So it's just like, right, we'll just send a claw warrior against him and hope I can get rid of him. But he always stays in the pitch. He is hard to remove.
Damn that bull center. But yeah, a 3-stand firm like you said. Yeah, this team is nasty.
It's a solid team.
It's a solid team. Luckily, he's not got no claw, but when you've got 5 Mighty Blow pieces, you'd think eventually you were. Oh, he did. Did you kill his Mighty claw piece?
Yeah, he went. It's
there you go.
I think it was the last time I played him. I managed to get rid of his claw and niggle he's got a cause.
I just don't get why people call you in your team. You're doing a great service. You know, I bet they won't be bitching when I bet the guy who this guy plays against won't be bitching about you when he goes against him. Oh look, he did have claw pieces, but that nice guy Rambo took him out for you. You know, it's like oh.
But like I say, I always feel quite bad about it. It's like I'd rather just get him out the way for my game. I don't care about any other game he has after that. Like you can keep your player, I don't mind.
I'm always sort of mixed with it because I feel bad for especially players who take a long time to skill up because obviously that I'm less worried with elves and stuff because they can skill up pretty quick. And I really don't care if it's a Mighty Blow, claw, pile on piece, what dies.
Elves are nasty.
I'm like,
they take advantage of you.
Yeah, they've got to die. End of the thing. And like I said, most of mine get killed. So you know, hey, it's just the way the game is. It's as simple as that. But yeah, I like this team. It's a good team. Statistics. Let's see what it's like. Team. Yeah, 14 wins, 7 draws, 4 losses. So again, another one. He drew with the woofers,
pretty solid.
So that was pretty good. Slapped the brutal deluxe about a bit. Slapped dead man have no tails about a bit. You know, so he's doing good. But then the mighty not doing great showed him who was boss with a 2-1 win there. But before that, it showed you who was a boss at 1-0. So you know it's.
Yep.
You know, he's obviously knows he's competitive, and again. You know, I'd like, if I do get to the playoffs, not to play him. Saying that, I'll probably draw halflings as well.
Well, I just noticed actually on page 3 of his games played, it was my second or third game. I managed to beat him 4-0.
Ouch.
Really not sure how that happened. I don't remember it.
I don't know.
But yeah.
That's a nasty one. Absolutely. So, out of the two, which one's going to make it?
See... I prefer the Chorfega team, but I highly suspect the No Glory in the Pit, just from the coach and team and record, that's who my money would be on going through.
Yeah, it's hard because...
I just can't see past his defence.
Yeah. Because the thing is...
No, I'm going to say No Glory in the Pit.
Yeah, because the way I look at it is like, I've seen Glasshammer play. He's a joy to watch. I like him. I haven't seen Slick Fiskin play, but it's just that his record. He doesn't.
No, nor have I.
I'm a big defensive player myself, so I always appreciate defense. And usually, good defense means good positioning. If you're good positioning, it means you're usually a good coach. And like I said, he's got that spot, and he's not going to be really running into you where Chofegi could run into you, and that could be a car crash. I suppose it depends who he goes against. If Slick Fiskin came against the Woofers or something like that, it could be a bit dicey. But he doesn't have to play. Chofega has to. And like I said, on the Xbox,
Chofega could run into the Woofers and apparently does okay against them.
Yeah.
He holds his ground.
I think I'm with you. I want the Chofega team, but I'm gonna slightly back Slick Fiskin just because of his record, like you said, and he's already got the spot. He doesn't have to play. Glasshammer does. And
if he keeps playing and levels his team more, then gosh, it's just going to be frightening.
Well, that's why my team's such a wreck, because I couldn't sit on a 9-2 record because my team was nowhere near good enough, so I had to play. And, it's the case you have to.
It's coming along nicely now.
Yeah, they're doing all right. They're not, I don't think they're going to be done in time, but the best chance I've got is probably playing tonight, and if I do, I'll play the woofers again. I'll get frustrated again, and then I get beat again, and it's like, just don't even bother playing. 2:00 in the morning, you should be in bed, Bernie.
You might be the one to get rid of one of his good players.
Well, yeah, that's it.
Too negative.
Yeah, I mean, that's it, isn't it? I wouldn't feel sorry, I must admit, because that team's caused me nothing but nightmares.
No, he's
done
damage to me.
Oh, yes, yeah. Set 10, 16, this, you fucker. But it's one of those things. I think it's great. I love it when there's like a few good things going on. We'll just quickly look at the case teams, because that's the other big spot. There's a guy who thinks he's great, the Great White Shark. That loser Lojag is there. Let's quickly have a look at my team. So you can get to rip my team to pieces, because it does need ripping apart. I would
looked
quite
at this one today already.
Oh well, there you go. Then you'll know. Let's put that in there. I don't even look at this team. It's an embarrassment. But
it's come around nicely. It's just whenever I look at your games, it's like one death. I wonder who died. I'll look at your team and see who died. It's like, it was just a beastman. It's okay.
Yeah, but the last one had a blow.
But yeah, it's what a shame.
Yeah.
No, it's.
What do you do with a team like this? I mean,
a nice beginning to a team kind of thing. You got really nice Chaos Warrior.
Yeah.
You're one beastman for carrying the ball, but I feel if you lost that carrier, you'd maybe toil a little bit.
Yeah, I did have an Agility 4 Strength 4 piece, and he got -1 armor when someone did 3/4 plus dodges, 2 GFRs, 1 dice, splattered him, and then he killed. Well, he didn't kill him. What did he do to me? Give him a -1 movement. Did woofers on 10-16 last play of the game, and I thought, you know what?
That kind of ruins things.
Yeah, he was too high TV. So obviously Narrowtooth has gone on and took on the mantle, and he's
a very nicely developed ball carrier. I mean, picking up on a 2, dodging on a 2.
Yeah, and he's got sure
really
hands as well.
Wrong.
He's doing all right. Like I said, tackle. I need tackle. I want Hammerhead to get another bloody level, so I can give him tackle. So. But again, it's...
Oh, yeah, so you can have another...
Yeah, I need 2. Piece. I need 2 of them. No guard. I've gone a few Mighty Blow pieces because I'm just trying to get... Like I said, if this was like...
a bash.
If this was like a couple of weeks into the tournament, then I'd be pretty happy where I am. But I'm not, and...
But at the end, you're going to be toiling with inducements on any account, I think. Unless you get some lucky draws against, say, halflings.
Yeah, but even then, I won't fancy my chances the way this team's going.
Even then, you got 1 tackle piece.
Yeah, but like I said, it's... Yeah. So wrestle, get the little fat guys on the floor and then beat the living daylight out of them. That's what we're going to be doing. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's an alright team. I mean, I still don't even know what to get as an inducement. For an enhancement, because I've got a level 2, but I don't know what to get. I just don't know. I might go for the security tower, but I don't know. I just have no idea.
Yeah, possibly something to stop the rocks, save your players.
I don't know. It's that's the...
Because I think that the likes of a Riot could just ruin your team if you don't manage to get the fame, seeing as your fan factor is a bit lower than some of the scarier teams.
Yeah. I mean, 6 losses, 3 of them are to the woofers. I mean, I played that case guy at really late in last night, maybe about 2-3 in the morning, and I'll be honest. If I'd have twitched the game, I would have. If I play really, really badly, I apologise to my viewing fan base. If I know I played horrendously, and that game, oh my word, I went through the motions, and it was horrendous. He was marking me up, and I was like, oh, this is great, I'm just going to hit you, and you're going to go off the pitch, and it's going to be easy. And he wasn't going off the pitch, and I was clawing him, and I was hitting him, and he wasn't going off the pitch. I decided, I don't need a cage, I just dance about like I don't know what, and I didn't score. And then second half, I'd found the gap needed. I went to blitz his guy, just needed 1 GFI to blitz, rolled a double 1. And I didn't deserve to win it. I
just
really
one
didn't.
of those games.
The
Those
thing
games
is, though,
I just kind of accept that things aren't going my way and just take it.
Them sort of games, I put that myself because I played atrocious. Really like going through the motions, and I had no sympathy for myself. It's games like I had against oh god, what was his name? Dead Man Had No Tails, Elder Caveman's team. Oh, that was filthy. That was pure filth.
Oh yeah.
Oh, pure filth. But like I said, we had a good win against
him so far.
He's a good player. I'm a big fan of Elder Caveman. He's a really good positional player. So he'll have you in knots. Luckily for you, got the firepower to.
I think I played as Skaven a couple of times because I started a Chaos team right at the start as well, and decided to develop them a little bit. The Woofers killed them off, of course, but I played a couple of his Skaven teams right at the start and managed to beat both of them just due to horrendous luck on his part. Like he was rolling ones to throw the ball and re-rolling and rolling another one, and then I managed to blitz, take him out, get the ball, run for a touchdown and things. It was just horrendous luck on his part more than anything because he was still a very, very hard to beat player. Yeah.
Right, okay. So let's go to Salty Bunny's team with all them wonderful exclamation marks and all that rubbish. I just typed in salty. It's a lot easier. Again, his team's very similar to mine in that it needs work. He's now got a Mighty Blow claw piece. He got that by whipping.
A beastman.
Yeah, he got that off injuring my.
He does carry a niggle though.
That one, yeah.
And that is his ball carrier as well, which might prove a bit problematic.
Apart
from that, he's just a starting out team basically. He could do with a few more games to get some more scary players.
Yeah, same again. I mean, he's 11-1-5. Alright record.
Yeah. Level 2 stadium, no enhancement yet.
Yeah. Like I said, at the moment, if I remember, he's in the wildcard spot at the moment, so he's he's hanging in there.
Probably.
He's hanging in there. But if we have
unless little Yoshi can.
Yeah, that's what we'll have a look at. Because the last time I saw, out of the three of us, little Yoshi had the scary Chaos team. Out of the three of us. Because obviously he's been playing a lot more and he's got 1750 TV, so I'm imagining this will be a bit of a car crash. Here we go.
Yeah, he's got a couple nice beastmen if memory serves me right.
Yeah, and 2 Mighty Blow claw pieces. Plenty of Mighty Blow, 6 Mighty Blow. Yeah, it's
a nice scattering tackle actually. He's got 3 pieces kicking about.
Yeah, he's getting it nicely balanced. Interesting that he went for piling on his Minotaur.
Guard on the dirty player.
Don't know if I'm a big fan of that. Not early on.
Yeah, I'm more a fan of going claw first and then
I think
going for piling on or juggernaut.
The thing is as well with piling on, it's a 4+ a game back up if you're not blitzing with him. And if I'm walking by with the ball,
you're just giving someone an excuse to put the boot in.
If I'm walking by with the ball and we see a laid Minotaur there, we'll give it a good kick as we go by. I have no problem with that.
Well, exactly.
But obviously, just a kick him to try and get him up. Obviously, try and get him up, But
wake him up from his stupor, like move.
I would love this team. I would love this team. If I had this team, I think I would do really well in the cup competition, like get past the first round.
See, I've played him a few times, and I have to say our games are always very enjoyable. He's always quite tough to beat. Like I struggle to do anything, even when I get man up or anything, he'll still go through me. It's like, okay, let's see if I can even it a bit more.
Yeah, I think I beat him. I beat him 3-0 early on with my brand new Chaos. His one was developed as this. There's a lot more developed than that.
I see that.
The other thing is his positioning was a bit off, and that's where I got my advantage with him. And I was saying, look, I don't want to come across as like I'm the best player on the game, but I'm just giving you feedback in that just slightly off, not majorly. And I was saying to him, when you fine tune that, you're going to be a nightmare to play against because you've got everything else there. And it just
that's it. It's all a learning experience. As long as you can accept the advice you're given rather than just shunning it and
like I said,
better, you always improve.
Yeah, I played him a bit and he's got better every time. But the only reason I won that 3-0 was because his positioning was just slightly off, and I could manipulate that.
Yeah, you can exploit it.
And that's it.
He's a very nice guy to play against. So
he is. He's a fantastic.
Like we normally message each other and just chat away.
And obviously, I've had him on. Yeah. He was a really good co-host as well. He's a fantastic guy. And I feel a bit awful, but I want him in. You know, I want to, if I could push.
So do I. I want him to overtake that exclamation marky team.
That's why I was so cross after I'm so cross after my game, because I knew I'd played, and he played well, you know, to a certain extent. This guy, Solid Bunny, but I was so cross because I thought if I'd have beat him, not only would it help me, he would have helped little Yoshi as well. And you know, it was one of those games where
I've murdered some of his players, and I could do with just making it up to him in some way.
yeah.
It's But I feel he deserves it.
Oh yeah, my message to him is just keep playing, just. You can still do it.
Yeah,
I'm
he's taken his lumps well. He's never conceded against me, to my knowledge.
I'm trying.
He's always just
best to
throw
my spot. I'm doing my best to throw my spot. I'm losing a lot more than I win these days. But like I said, both myself and obviously Salt Buddy's play it out safe. So if I was him, if you've got time, obviously you've got to have time. But if you have, just keep playing. The thing what doesn't help us is we don't know, do we, when this going to be cut. All we know is that they're going to say, the patch comes out on Wednesday, say for instance. That means Thursday it'll be a new season. So
yeah, I'm kind of hoping it's Monday. Like, that is my hope, because that would be a nice cut off tonight.
It would be nice. Yeah, I mean, I would think
stop me mucking my team up.
Yeah. I think the way Cyanide work is they'll try and get it all done by Friday, and then they'll all obviously go away, and then they'll come back on Monday, and then it wouldn't surprise them if they test it a bit and see if it's all right. If it's smooth, they might do it on Monday. Otherwise, but the thing is, what you got to remember as well is they have to send to the console, Xbox and PS4, and they've got to do all their whatever it does, and that delays it.
Well,
so
exactly.
I personally,
I'd be happy enough to wait another week, even if they had to fix it, because I'd rather
they've got to get it right. That's the thing.
As good as it can be.
I think, personally, and I'm only guessing. I know I'm an admin, but I have no inside information on this. I am guessing Wednesday, Thursday. That's my opinion. I think they'll check it on Monday. They'll say, yeah, we're happy with this. We'll send it to Microsoft and PS4. They'll take a day or two to get it thinged onto their system. And I think it'll get onto their system on the Wednesday, and then we'll start a new season on Thursday. And then it's just the wonderful admin jobs on the Xbox and obviously on the PS4 to get 32 tickets out, and then obviously, wait for them all to accept what will be an absolute pain in the backside. Nightmare. So, okay. Which team out of the three qualifies normal, and which of the other two teams takes the wildcard spot? Nice and easy for you.
Oh, well, I can see the Great White taking the qualifying spot.
I can if I don't keep running into
buffers. No shadow of doubt, to be fair. Just stop playing, you'll be fine.
But I can't, I've got to keep playing.
Just leave your team as it is and it'll be great.
That would be sensible, but I'm not sensible. But yeah, okay. We'll go with the Great White Shark. Good job.
If little Yoshi gets some games in, I can see him getting there, because the other Chaos team, as TV's creeping up a bit, it'll start playing scarier teams. It's only, 10 TV off of playing the woofers, and then it'll gain some losses.
Oh yeah, do you want to be playing them bad boys? Crikey.
I could see the Brutal Deluxe just nipping it if the other team gets a couple more levels, if you see what I mean. Yeah. Just to put them in that higher player bracket.
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
The woofers are clocking in the games now.
Because the Chaos team, Solid Buddy's team, he's playing like I am. He's playing. I mean, I had a good time because I won my game and he lost his game. I played the Clobbers, and he played whatever he played. Let's have a look. Where are we? It's on the other page. It
was the Evil
Undead, whoever they are. So he got beat by them.
And he conceded against them.
And obviously the Brutal Deluxe beat the Evil Undead. So the Brutal Deluxe, they won a game, so they're like, yes, that's good for me. Obviously they lose, so that's good for him and for me. And then obviously I beat the Clobbers, so that was good for me. And so he's got a chance.
Well, exactly.
He's got a chance. And like I say, it's just a look at the draw.
I would put my money on him getting it, just as long as he gets in there and plays some games. I reckon Yoshi will get there.
I hope he does. I really do. Right then. So we've looked at the teams. Quick, onto the soapbox. This week I'm doing a bit differently because there's a subject obviously I want to talk about on the Xbox, what I don't need to talk about on the PS4. Like I said, I've obviously... I know there's this issue with PS4, and I know the issue with the Xbox where late on in the end of the season, not as many games get played. But I was playing about 3 days trying to get a game during the morning, during the afternoon, and I ended up playing 2, 3 in the morning. Obviously, I ran into woofers a lot. And the thing is, it's like, to me, it's a major concern because obviously, as an admin, we have our own thing with Ethos and all that sort of stuff, and obviously numbers get crunched and stuff like that. Now, I was like saying to, I think it was Space, I was saying, look, they're gonna pull the cash. I think they'll pull the cash if we don't get the numbers up because, like, it just seems non-existent. You can't be expecting cash if nobody's playing.
Yeah, for nothing.
And it's like, and then I see people saying, "Oh yeah, I can't wait till next season." But it's like, well, forget about next season. Just keep playing this season. You know, if you want this cash prize, or you want, Nethos and the rest of them to say, "Oh look, the Xbox is growing," then keep playing. It just seems like I think of it as like. So all the world, and I'm struggling to get a game in. How is that possible? And I'm not a 2000 TV. I can go play I could play new teams, I could play high teams. And I was like, oh my god, this is a worry because Legendary Edition's just come out. So yeah, all right, we've got FIFA and all that. So I get that. I get FIFA and all that sort of stuff. But where the PS4, I see new team, I see new coaches, and you see new blood. I see old coaches coming back to play. So it's growing, and even now, it's like end of the season. There's still games being played. What's reassuring? I don't see it on the Xbox, and that's what my concern is. It's like, where's the players? I was hoping that when Legendary came in, there'd be a lot more. And I mean, I spoke to
you
Tizzle,
get all the old ones back.
Yeah, I spoke to Tizzle Bizzle. He goes, it's always dead at this time of the season. Yeah, but it's not on the other 2 platforms. It only is on here. And then when I see people, coaches saying, oh yeah, I'm going to wait till the next season. I'm like, oh my god, I just hope that they are all going to come on next season. Because my strategy next season will be, because obviously I'm a PS4 admin, I'm obviously more hands-on there. I'm just trying to get myself into the Xbox now. But next season, I'm going to go straight on the Xbox and I'm just going to grind because I have no confidence that when I come to the end of the season like we are now, I don't want to be playing the likes of woofers, giving 4 or 5.
Yeah, you don't want to play the well-developed teams.
It's just no fun.
The life out of you.
I want to be if anything, I would be the other way around. I mean, obviously you'll know more than me because obviously you've been on the Xbox a lot more than me. I mean, are you happy with the amount of people been playing, or are you surprised that there is?
To be honest, this season I've noticed quite a few coaches that I haven't seen the last 2. Like, for example, the Undead 8th place APB 112. Never heard of before. That's coming out of the walls basically.
Yeah.
Elder Caveman came out of nowhere. There's a few others that have played as well. Joe Pineapple, who had Amphibious Assault, one of the Lizardman teams.
Yep.
There's been a few new ones, but at the same time, there's a few the likes of Timidius aren't in it this season.
Yeah. Do you think that's to do with? Do you think that's to do with the cash though? There's no cash prize.
That, or other releases that have come out at the time as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm guilty for playing a couple other games as well.
That's it. Everyone does.
It went quite quiet for a while.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, at the end of the day, you don't want to be like spinning for like hours on end just trying to wait for a game. So I totally get that. I mean, like I said, I'm just hoping that obviously, some of the bigger guns will come back. Like I said, Timidius will come back. I don't know about
I think the big telltale will be as soon as they bring the next cash season, you'll get a much better idea. I'm kind of hoping you get a lot more of the players back, the likes of Timidius. Even Cass, I'd be happy to see back, to be honest.
Well, Cass is...
He brings a community together for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. And you get knighted if you beat him, so that's fantastic. But,
never mind the prize.
The thing is he's been on the PS4 because he's obviously made the playoffs. Is in what we call an Illuminaire chat. We have our own chat, for people who qualify for the playoffs, and he's put us all on notice that he's coming back on the PS4 and he's going to kill some means or men's, whatever you want to call it. So it's the joy, and it's same old Cass. It's just the way he is, and I think he thinks everybody's scared of him. It's like, oh my god, it's Cass, and it's like, the thing is that there's so many killer teams anyway, so it's just
exactly. Hopefully,
it used
to be
a just
tougher competition.
It used to be just him. I think the novelty was it was just him, and like I said, people don't like playing him because he's good at what he does, and I will never badmouth him on that. He's efficient. If you want someone to go and wreck a team, hire him to wreck the team, because he will just relentlessly do it. And full respect to him. And somehow he gets these fantastic teams. And I look at some of his teams and I'm like, oh my God, if I had that team, I'd so win the championship. I'd so make the money if I had your team instead of my crumpled mess I have to try and get through. But then players come and
seems to get an awful lot from concedes, but.
Well, yeah, because people see and go, bloody hell, who's this? Mabel, of course, stamp every turn. And the thing is, he's so effective that the players just seem to explode. So he's like, hey. And people just concede. They're like, oh, I'm sod this. I'm not playing a guy who fouls every turn, doesn't care. He's got a bench of about 14 players. I ain't playing a game where I'm going to foul every single turn. He's mighty blow piling clawing me. He doesn't give a shit. He's just killing me. I'm out of here, concede before my team gets thing. And he's great when he does. It's great.
But players like that just gives me a challenge. I love playing players with these kind of auras and just reputations for ruining people, because it's like, oh cool, so I'll be some kind of national hero if I, kill 8 of your players. So I always find it very, very enticing to play people like that.
Yeah, like I said, the way obviously he looks at it is he's like, oh yeah, Bernie's papping himself, you've been matched against me, and it's like, no, I'm not papping myself, I'm just, oh my God, I'm playing Callus. If I beat him, I'm going to get insults.
Yeah. If I win, my team's going to be a bit wrecked.
No, but it's not that. It's not, I mean, I've got a good record against him, very good record. The thing is, what I don't like is he'll consistently slag me off, he'll call me everything, I'm going to beat you up if I ever see you on Bloodbowl table. He's like, oh my God,
absolutely no need for it.
I just beat. That's all I've done. All right, I've cost you €100. Sorry, should have done better.
It's just petty.
It is.
Should have been a better player. Sorry, bud.
Well, that's it. But I mean, like I said, so I don't know if he's coming back. He might come back on the Xbox. I mean, if he gets his ass kicked on the PS4, he probably will. Because obviously the Xbox is where you get all the easy money. Don't forget. So apparently. Like I said,
but if it's got that reputation, that would surely only help it as well.
He's a great character.
They'll bring more players across.
As much as people hate him, you've got to have people like that. It's like in every movie. It'd be a bit boring if you had this movie and if you didn't have this big evil villain. I mean, it's like...
everyone's a good guy.
It'd be pointless, won't it? I mean, look at Walking Dead with Negan.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's like, I would so want you to die, but I don't, because if you die, then it's going to be boring. But I hate you.
Everything gets boring again.
But that's it. So you need something to rally around against, and like he embraces his bad guy image. And obviously people embrace going against him. So, people like him we need. I just wish he would tone down on the insults, really vile insults.
Yeah,
there's no
really
need.
Necessary.
There really isn't any need for that. If
you can be cocky and things, but you don't need to hurl abuse.
Absolutely. Just tone down the vile insults. Just don't need them. Everything else, I'm going to beat your team, I'm going to rip it up, you're scared, play me, or whatever, it's fine. But when you start going into like homophobic,
kill one of my players, laugh. I don't really
whatever
mind.
Else, and
it won't affect me.
Yeah.
But
like
if I kill one of your players, don't go hurling abuse.
Like I said, I know when he first came onto the Xbox, everyone was like, "Oh wow, big name player. He's got a reputation. We want him on." And he had the potential to be one of these great players if he wanted to be on the Xbox. But he upset so many people. It's like you said, everyone's rallied against him. And it was like
it's a unifying thing. So.
But hey ho. So he's coming back because there's cash involved. So I think that's his goal. He's got so close to getting cash, and he's going to try and get on the PS4. I'm sure you will see him on the Xbox, and hopefully he'll go against TFG Hero. That'll be great. So yeah.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Yeah. So that's really what I want to get off my chest on the soapbox. I mean, people can tell me, say, Bernie, I'll do what I want and I'll play what I want. That's fine. All I'm just saying is, if you want people, in the high places to keep doing stuff for this game, you've got to show that it's worth, doing stuff for the game. If they're looking at numbers, they're looking at numbers and saying, "Oh wow, yeah, Xbox Private League's fantastic." Oh, but guess what? They don't like playing the sea ladder. Oh well, if they aren't that bothered, then we don't need to throw these money wires. I mean, I have no inside information. They might just keep throwing it all the time, but I'm looking at it, and it's like when people talk about numbers, like, "Oh yeah, they're down on numbers." And I'm like, oh no, it'd be terrible.
Yeah, from a sensible point of view, if something's dying, you don't throw more money at it.
No, because I think one of the reasons why they give money is to make it a lot more, vibrant, and a lot more people playing. A lot of people want to buy the game because they want to have a go at doing it. And the thing with the Xbox is, the reason I'm using the soapbox is because the community is fantastic. You're all top people, and you work so hard. Some of the Facebook pages, what Tizzlebizzle and all that do, fantastic. And Engel is it Einstein and all them, to put the soul and everything into it. And I know that the private leagues will live whatever happens, but I just would like the Xbox to be on that level playing field with the PS4 and the PC, because they deserve to be. The coaches are just as good.
It'd be wonderful.
And I just think
it's people like say, I only came into the whole Facebook and everything, like the group, about 3 months ago or something. But it's been wonderful since I've been there. It's pretty much been engulfing my life.
They're fantastic. I made so many good friends. And I like I said, I chat a lot more to the Xbox crew than I do the PS4 crew. So that it's a big gap to them. And like I said, SL Hunter and the admin and Tizzlebiz and all them lot, they've put so much effort into it, and I just worry that I don't want anything negative to happen. And it's like I'm like, where's the games? Surely people should be playing, and that's my concern. And we just don't play enough games. I'm just hoping, like you said, it's because there's no cash prize and it's the end of the season.
Yeah.
And hopefully,
well, even if they give the next one as a tester, and when that comes out, you can. I'd like to see what's out there, see how many people come. The
impression we've got is there is cash prizes for all 3 formats. That's the impression we're getting from as an admin. This was a tester one. This season, what's going to happen? Hopefully next week, all the bugs will be done where they're happy about it, and then obviously they'll go from there. There is also
again.
And then there's also the World Cup coming up as well. There was looking into hopefully getting ticket or two for the console teams as well, like a console competition. They'd have to have a PC to obviously play it, but they are trying the best to bring as much as they can into the PS4 and the Xbox. Try and give them as level playing field as they can, as much support as they can. It's just as coaches, we've got to help them by playing and doing stuff. And my thing to Xbox owners is this: just play. You'd have to go mad, but just try and play, and just don't give up. And
couple games every now and then, every couple days,
just so it ticks it over on the Xbox. So,
Yep.
There
Keep
we go.
the stats up.
Yeah, basically. Right then, now we've come to the exciting part of the show, the battle of the consoles. Well, now then, it's 4-2 to the PS4 crew. The PS4 crew, they're getting a bit cocky. They're like, oh, you know what? This is a formality, Bernie.
Dear.
These Xbox lads, they don't know nothing. But I said to him, I said, hey, let's look at this. If Mutt hadn't spent 30-40 seconds on that question, he could have won that week. I said, last week
he was doing well.
Yeah, little Yoshi was unlucky. He got 5 right. That's bloody good. And we've already had a draw as well. So it's up to you now. Now, I know you're pretty confident with stuff like this, so everybody's expecting you.
I'll give it a bash.
To get the Xbox back in this. You can get him a win today. I think, if I remember correctly, it's 4-3. So that'll put you right back in it. Obviously, the PS4 show is done tonight around about 9 o'clock, so you're going to get the first crack. They will get different questions, because obviously we don't want him doing his homework on Twitch.
Of course.
So I'm going to get my timer, and then we are getting ready to go. And like I said, it's up to 10 questions in 60 seconds. As soon as I start the first question, then I'll put the timer on, and then you've just got to answer as many as you can. You can pass. I'm going to keep saying that now, because people keep taking there's loads of timers. Like, look, you can pass if you want. And I'm like, just pass. So I'm just putting my timer thing there.
No worries.
Yeah, here we go. My questions all ready. I'm just getting my wonderful timer, and then we will. There we go. When it just has to come on. God, half an hour later. 60 seconds. Right then. I'm going to have to put it's getting a bit dark in England. I'm going to put the light on because I cannot see the questions. Then there'll be a bit of a conspiracy theory if it takes me 30 seconds to answer your question. Right then. Here we go. Right. Are you ready?
Ready when you are.
Okay. Right then. Name the top Elizabeth team this season in the league.
This season would be Illustrious Iguanas.
Wrong. How much does an ogre cost?
140.
Wrong.
For humans or ogre team?
Human, sorry.
Okay.
Do you want another guess?
It's 130 for a human.
That's correct then. Sorry, my bad. Cost of a blocker. Of a Paternian blocker.
Cost of a blocker.
Returning blocker.
Ooh, 110?
No, that's for the blitzer. In the playoffs, how many games, in this playoffs we're coming up now, how many games would you have to win to become the champion in the new format?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Correct. What skills does a dwarf longbeard have?
Tackle, thick skull, block.
Correct. How much does Hthark cost, the star playable centaur?
330,000.
Ooh. How much does Nobbler Blackwalk cost?
130,000.
And who costs more, Griff Oberwald or Grashnak Blackhoof? And this is your last question because the time's run out. Griff, you are correct. Hey, now then. So I'll give you the ogre one because obviously that's my fault. You know what? I didn't know there's a difference in price. So you are correct. So that's 130.
Yeah, the ogre team doesn't have loner, so it ends up a little bit more expensive.
Yep. So there you go. See, you knew more than I did, so we'll give you that one. Right, the name of the top lizard team is...
Figured up a couple, though.
Yeah,
Killer Croc.
Yeah, I was like,
no.
God damn it, man, was you asleep when I was talking to you? We just talked about them. The cost of a block, I should have,
We'll call it the pressure.
I think the Blitzer one is 110. Obviously,
yeah,
the
that just threw me. I was thinking Blitzers.
Yeah. So that is
once it settled in a bit, it wasn't bad.
3. Hthark, I was impressed. You got that. Hthark 4, Nobbler 5, 6. So whatever happens, you've scored more points than any other co-announcer on the Xbox. 6. I think that's
not too bad.
I tell you what, if I was answering questions,
I cocked one up.
and I got 6 right, I'd be traumatized if the PS4 lot beat that. I think you've done it. I think we're gonna finally get an Xbox coach winner, and you will be knighted. You will be knighted, I'm sure. You'll be like Lord Garganos. You will be knighted for being the PS4 slayer on the Battle of the Consoles mastermind. So
took them off the hill.
Yeah, absolutely. But
fingers crossed.
I think he'll do well. Nope, I don't think. I'm trying to think. Teddy Tom's our guru. He's our Anorak on the PS4, and he obviously isn't doing it tonight. So
luckily I avoided him.
I think you look good. I think you've done it.
Don't say that. We'll just leave it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some hope here. I'm trying to convince myself. I'm convinced myself the Xbox have done it. So anyway. That's actually us done. We've only been talking for about an hour and 36 minutes, as we do. And this is when we found out that obviously no one could hear you talk, and it'd be just me rambling like a madman for 36 minutes. Well, hey,
insanity kicking in.
Yeah, probably. Someone will come on now and go, well, guys, I've just tuned in and I can't hear your co-announcer, and they'll be like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, thanks for coming on board. Like I said, you
thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure.
I tell you what, you Xbox co-announcers, you're all very professional, aren't you? You all know what to do. So much easy work. And the great thing is as well, I hope that my Xbox hasn't kicked me off or anything. So this won't even be in 2 parts. So I'm really chuffed that we'll all have it in 1. So all I'm going to say to you is good luck in the playoffs. Hopefully you'll get a few more games and then you'll absolutely destroy some of the teams what keep beating me up, so it makes my job easier. I hope I don't play you in the games to come. I hope I miss you in the playoffs as well.
It'll be good.
Yeah, it'll be good. Yeah, I've made that before from Space Magic.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, safe 10, 16.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, the bastard.
I mean, I'll take you over woofers, so...
Yeah, take them out for me. Yeah, you keep hurting them a bit more. Take a few with their wolves out, and that nasty white needs going out. That nasty white, yeah. Take care of him. Oh, he's a pain in the backside, isn't he? A shout out to the villain. We will eventually play each other, trust me. But yeah, like I said, thanks for having us. Anybody who's crazy enough who wants to be on the show next week, please let me know. I may be doing it slightly different next week. I may actually have a couple of guests on to talk about the playoffs because the intensity is going to get ramped up. Just quickly, yeah, intensity. We might even get Rambo back on. It depends if he wins his first round or not. It might be like, let's speak to you. I can't believe my agility 2P didn't catch the ball.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do is like I've been talking because obviously on the PS4 I do obviously the shows on the PS4 and everything, and we was like Bernie, our show's going for a long time because we just talk shite. The problem is though, Bernie, we've got 32 teams now, not 16 teams to go through. How on earth are we going to keep that into an hour and a half program? So what I'm going to probably do, and what I'm probably going to do as well for the Xbox is, when the 32 teams have obviously been done, and obviously your admins have officially unveiled them and everything, I'm going to do little videos of each team, strengths, weaknesses, and everything, and then I'll put them on my YouTube channel. So if everybody wants to have a look at their teams, they can do. I think that's probably going to be the best way, because if I do it. Is the 32 teams, I'm going to be here for 3 hours, and as much as I could probably do 3 hours, I don't think anybody will want to tune in for 3 hours of shite. So what I'll basically do, I may even get co-announcers to go through a few. So it'll be like, and it'll be things like, this team we're going to have a look at today is the Killer Crocs and blah 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 for about 10-20 minutes, and then that'll be a little video by itself. So I'm going to do that for every team. So obviously the coach can have a look, or anybody who wants to have a look, they can do. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. Like I said, get on my channel. Just subscribe. It's a lot easier. Just press that, then it tells you when they're coming up anywhere. So there you go. So I just thought to let you know that, and that's what I'll do for the PS4 as well. So there we go. So good luck, like I say, to the playoffs. I hope I'll be joining you, and that is us done. Anybody wants to come on next week, let me know via, obviously, by message or on YouTube or via the Facebook page, obviously of the Xbox Facebook page. Let me know in there, and I'm more than welcome to have you on. Rambo, it's been a pleasure, buddy. We'll have to get you on again.
Thank you very much.
Take care, and we are done. And all I've got to do now.
See you in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping to get there if I don't knock myself out of them, or I could possibly. But yeah, that is actually done. So thanks again, and we will see you next week.
Thank you.